Hello everyone, this is Rohit from Code. In today's video lecture, our agenda will be first, why to use loop, second, what are loops, third, loops in Python, fourth, for loop. So, start with our first topic, why to use loop. So, here we will start with an example. So let's say a programmer creates a program to calculate percentage of all students. So here you can see programmer needs marks in all subject of each student, and then it will calculate for one by one percentage of each student. So here we have two ways to go with it. First one is manually. So in that we have simple logic to calculate percentage. Then we take marks of all subject and provide percentage one by one for each student. But what if we have 1000, 10,000 or more than number of student? So here we have our second way, that is loops. So in this, what happens, it simply takes all marks in subject and return percentage for each student. Like in our case, it will return for student 1. Then again program starts, and then again it takes marks of second student and calculate percentage, and then it will return it for second student. In this, the loop runs till it finishes for all number of students, and here we have seen in loops we only run it once, after that it goes automatically. So this brings to our next topic, that is what are loops. So now loops allow the running of a statement or group of statement. What does this means? It simply means in a loop we have a group of statements. So now what are statements? They are simply a piece of code. For example, C equals to A plus B is a statement for addition. So here in loops we have one or more than statements. Now in order to enter the loop we have some criteria or conditions for loop at the beginning of it, and when these conditions are false, loop stops. So now here you can see a flow chart for it. So here first we start a loop, then we check for a conditions, and then if it is true it runs again, and if it is false it exits from the loop. If you don't understand, then don't worry, we will see some examples in loop. So now this brings to our next topic, that is loops in Python. So here we have three types of loop. First is for loop, then while loop, and third one is do while loop. Now let's start with for loop. So here we can see it is written, for loop repeats a group of statement a specified number of times. So now what for loop provides? It provides a condition, initial value and an increment. Now here we can go with a syntax. So syntax in for loop is start with for, then variable name, after that in, and then range followed by colon, then in next line we have statements. So here we have an example. So it says for I, which is a variable name, and then in range in bracket we have 10. So in range 10 means we will start from 0 and go till up to 9. Likewise, if was 20, then we will go till 19. In this we goes till n minus 1 terms. Then after this we have colon and then print statement. So in print statement, simply I is written inside a brackets, which is a variable name. So how this program will work? So in this, first I will be 0 and then it will goes to print statement and then it will simply print I, which is 0. Now then I will be 1 because in Python for loop automatically increments a value. Now then if I is 1 then it will check some conditions. So in our statement we don't have any conditions. So what happens, this whole program will be run till 9 and then it will stops automatically. So in our case now we have I equals to 1. So then it will goes to print statement and then print the value of I, which is 1. So 1 will be printed. Now which is automatically incremented. So now I will be 2 and then it will print 2. Likewise it will goes till 9 and when it is 9 it will again increment and goes to 10. Now here I will check and it will see that we are out of range. So it will exit the loop and the output for this program will be number from 0 to 9. Now take this up to ideally. So here in search bar write IDLE and here you see it is written ideally and then click OK. So as this are the multi-line code, so we will go with our new file and run there, because in Python shell we can only write single statements. So here go to file and then new file. So here new file has been opened. Now we will go with our previous example only. So write for then I, which is variable name, then in, after that range, in bracket write 10, then colon and then press enter. Now write print and in bracket write I and then press enter. So now in run option go to run module and then press OK. So here you can see it is written source must be saved, OK to save. So here click on OK. So now provide a file name. So in my case I will provide loop1 as a file name and then save. So here you can see this has been successfully run and you can see it is written 0, 1, 2, 3 up till 9. Now we will go with another example so that you can understand more clearly. So again go to file, then new file. Here new file is there. In our this example we will go with multiplication of 2. So to go with multiplication of 2, first write a equals to 2 and then press enter. After that write for I in range and in bracket we will go with 1 and we will go till 10. So we will write 11 because we know that in for loop if we write 10 then it goes to 9, if we write 11 then it goes to 10. It will always goes to n minus 1 term. So here we write an 11, so it will goes till 10. After that write colon and then press enter. Now we will print. So in print statement write a multiply by I. So it will recur every time and first when it recur it will be 2 into 1, it will print 2. After that it will be 2 into 2, it will return 4 and it goes till 10. So go to run and here you see run module and then click OK. So here it is done, source must be saved, OK to save, then click on OK. After that provide a file name. So in this I will provide table of 2 and then here it is written save and then click on save. So here you can see program is being run successfully and the output is here First we have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 till 20. So it is the multiple of 2. So we will go back to our program so I can get you understand. So here you can see it is a equals to 2. So a is a variable which contains 2 as a number. Now there is a loop which goes from 1 to 10, and now what we have done in print statement, we have to multiply with 1 which is 2, and again we have to multiply with 2 because it goes till 10. So it will multiply from 1 to 10 numbers. So every time it will multiply with 2. So when it will be 2, it will multiply with 2, so it becomes 4. When it is 3, it will multiply with 2, it becomes 6, and likewise when it is 10, it will multiply with 2 and it becomes 20. So here is the simple logic for this multiplication of 2 in this program. I hope to see you in our next video. In that we will continue with our remaining two loops. Till then, practice more with for loop so you can also try some programs to create a multiplication table of 3, 4, 5 and so on. I hope this all excites you to learn more about loops. Thank you.